All right. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. It is good to be back. So, yeah, yesterday was interesting. I was all going about my normal routine as per usual. And, yeah, around 1 in the afternoon, the power just went out. Oh, it wasn't the power, it was the internet. The internet just went out and didn't come back until 9 that night. So I was I was pretty sure stream was going to be canceled. Little did I know how much it would be canceled. So I had a bit of a addiction on The Sims. I managed to get it into offline mode and I started another character so it didn't interfere with our Rumble playthrough that we have going on Saturdays. And yeah, I was playing that way too long. Sims is super addictive, especially when you're not on a timeline. But it was a lot of fun. I kind of wish that we'd been able, I feel like we've missed too many core games this week, so I'm kind of excited to play Disco Elysium and Myst 4 today. So those are our what's on the agenda today. So first up, we have Disco Elysium. Now, when we last left off, we basically said goodbye to Kim. He is heading, for all intents and purposes, to the morgue. I forget the name of the actual organization, but he is taking the body to the morgue, as it were, and leaving us to our own devices. So hopefully we don't get into too much trouble while he's gone, but we're gonna hop in and see what we can accomplish. So I know there's a few tasks that we can take care of, and we'll see what we can get done, and we'll see. So here we go. Let's hop in. I know one was we got to figure out the vodka thing, right? All right, so Kim's gone. I'm not sure what exactly we can accomplish here, because it is kind of late at night. I don't even think the cook is here anymore. I'm just going to take a quick peek. I think he's gone for the day. I'm pretty sure we can't get out this door, although that would be really cool if we could. I just don't think it's so.
A heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock.
Can we push it?
The door does not budge.
Okay. What if we touch the door again?
The surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel door is flush with its frame on every side. Old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers. 40, 50 years since this was painted, maybe.
Okay.
It leads to a side building, adjacent to this one. The old building next to this, half ruined.
I feel like we've been there.
Must be older.
I feel like we've been there. I think it's what is the bookstore line when we went and did that. I feel like that's related. I don't know for sure, but it seems like it might be. All right, so another thing that we could do while Kim is gone, there was a bench that we wanted to sit on, and we couldn't while he was here. So I want to see if I can find that bench again, and if we can just have a sit. I mean, for no reason whatsoever, than to see if we can. Everybody's gone. Oh, here it is. Let's just have a sit and see. Because we couldn't do this before.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache.
Oh, okay. So literally it's just for waiting. Okay. Good to know. All right. So I'm not sure what all we'll be able to accomplish. I almost think we need to just go to bed. But I do want to see if we can find the thrift store that we had discovered like on an earlier episode, and we didn't actually, that was where we found out that our gun had passed through that pawn shop, but then we couldn't actually keep that in our playthrough because we ended up taking a morale hit and dying. I don't think it's down here. This is where she's at. And I think she might be... I don't know. Can we talk to her?
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Well, by the way, I've talked to Everett Clare.
You have?
And
how did you like Mr. Clare?
I didn't. He's a beautiful man, beautiful and just. Everard Clare is a hero of the workers' movement. He is the champion I've sworn fealty to. He's a bloated rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. For a socialist, he's reasonable. He's not the champion I have chosen. I wish to swear fealty to you and your cause and the cause of capital. It's not important if I liked him. I was doing my job. I mean, he's kind of slimy. I didn't really like him.
Oh, come on now. He has his uses. How else would he have stayed in power all these years? Or wait, actually...
She answers her own question?
Corruption. That's how he's done it.
Yeah, I mean...
Fantastic, vermin-like corruption, reaching into the bowels of the earth.
She looks at the ground and nods.
Of course. I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a verm myself. But if you felt like passing some information...
Of course Kim would tell us not
how can
to.
I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Mm-hmm, I'm sure.
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite interesting to hear what she has to say about these things.
I mean, maybe.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Let's see. That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information? I mean, Mr. Everard is helping me find my gun. I'd rather talk about something else for you now. I want to find my gun. Let's tell her that.
Oh. That's so helpful of him.
Uh-huh.
So very, very helpful. And how is that going? Do you have any leads on that gun?
No. Mr. Everard says it's almost ready to be found soon. Mr. Everard is helping me to find my gun. We just repeat it. We're just going to say no.
Well, maybe he's not as helpful as you thought then. Is
I'd
there
rather-
anything else?
I'd rather talk about anything, something else for now, if you don't mind. That money you gave me, would that make things weird if I shared information?
Weird? Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the revolution is the unhindered exchange of information, you see. Even when it comes to trade secrets.
Sure, I'm
Isn't
sure.
to suggest our talks constitute corporate espionage.
Mm-hmm.
Even
See,
if
this
they
is like
did,
talking to
it would
the
be
enemy.
fine. But they don't, since you logged the money as a donation, and this is clearly just gossip between friends.
Of course, of course.
The lieutenant might have, but I don't remember you logging anything as anything, Harry.
That's true. Let's talk about
Of
something
course,
else.
Detective. Should something come up later down the road, don't be afraid to drop by for a chat.
Sure.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
That's all for now. All right. Well, so I don't know. We still have to go back and talk to Everard, of course. Let's go see what else we can find. I don't want to go back there. I'm trying to remember where the pawn shop was, to be honest. There's the bookstore. I thought it was down from here, but I guess not. Unless it's down like this direction. Oh, it might be. Like this direction down. That would make sense. Actually, yes. Okay. Scribbled. Okay. That must be a dirty magazine. What's in here? Yes, we'll take some tear. Alright, so is there anything we can do? Butter sign down.
A crumpled billboard reading, Samaran butter soaks in the canal. Two ugly lines mar the bright countenance of the blonde boy depicted. The sign billboard has fallen on the waterlock, keeping it open, and thus out of order.
What is Samaran butter?
Whatever it is, the boy on the billboard seems very happy about it.
Alright.
Goat milk butter. The Samaran terrain makes it easier to raise goats than cows.
That makes
and the
sense.
local goat farmers produce high-quality meat and dairy staples that add variety to other nations' diets.
Okay.
It's an acquired taste.
I imagine so. Alright, so attempt to reconstruct what happened here.
Judging by the size of the impact and the parallel lines of burnt rubber, the cause was probably a motor vehicle.
Okay. Interesting. Look at the crater.
Side slip marks indicated that the vehicle was traveling up the crater at 35 kilometers an hour.
Okay, and the roof of the shack.
The
He
black
got
marks
onto
on
the roof of the shack.
indicate that the vehicle vaulted from the crater to the roof of the shack.
Okay, and the sloping metal roof panel?
The panel served as a takeoff ramp.
So it would seem. Look at the broken posts.
The vehicle soared through the air, hitting the billboard and upsetting the posts. Then it continued its flight, taking the billboard with it.
Okay, look at the sign.
The sign broke the vehicle's fall into the canal. The
Okay.
samurai butter billboard still looks freshly painted, suggesting it took the plunge recently,
How recently?
within the past 72 hours.
Huh. So what vehicle is that? Look at the opposite bank.
Still speeding, the vehicle made a loop and vanished into the fog along the coast.
What was the model of this phantom vehicle?
There are two good candidates, the Caprice 40 and the Linear G22.
Okay, why the Cooper's 40?
It's about the right size, and the tire marks look like they came from the skinny tires frequently found on that motor carriage.
Okay.
The Caprice 40 is a very popular model, with bank clerks, topping pie delivery drivers, secondary school teachers, cops, strippers dressed as cops, undressed strippers.
Okay, why the Linnea G22?
Very sturdy but light motor carriage. More likely than most to survive that jump.
Okay.
The Linear G22 is not a particularly popular model due to its peculiar proportions, which the
I
manufacturer
feel like it's going to be that one then.
probably thought about for too long.
All right, so what now?
You'd have to follow the tracks to be sure.
All right, blink. I don't know if we can. Anything we can do with this box?
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque.
Okay.
This panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed samurai butter sign in the way.
Right.
Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
Okay, well, let's pull the lever up.
Pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk.
And then
Then-
nothing, right?
Nothing happens.
Okay. Push it harder?
Nothing happens. A cold gust of wind blowing in from the sea interrupts the silence of the situation. The man watches you in silence, very slowly cutting off another slice of his salami and putting it in his mouth.
Release the
The
lever.
spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the water lock to get across the canal. Some other way.
Okay.
Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Okay. I think it's Tuesday right now. Is it not? Let's see. Yeah, it's Tuesday right now. So if functionality is restored tomorrow, then maybe we can get across. That's cool. All right. Was this the thrift store? Yes, but he's not here. We can, I guess. Oh, wait, yeah, he is. He's right there. All right. We'll go ahead and look at these. Mostly military wear with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. The bust of a woman, the plaque simply says DEI. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Okay. What's back here?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags, others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty.
Okay, so now I think we looked at these before, but let's dig up a truly cool figurine in the box under the table.
Everything you pick out seems faded, chipped, and sad somehow. Most of them are just broken toys.
Okay. Well, step away from the table for now. Maybe eventually we'll come back. What is this up here?
The boomboxes on the shelf look well-loved and well-traveled.
There may be something we
Dented,
can do
they
there.
stare at you with the
Because we
unblinking
needed
eyes of their tape
something so
reels.
we can sing karaoke. Stand on your tips of your toes to see
One
more.
especially catches your eye. Deep gold and amber plastic with a big old handle on top. A classic boombox that says Stereo 8 approved.
Okay.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Alright, so shopkeep the Stereo 8 approved machine here.
Is the Harman Welsh W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats, 2mm, 8mm, 12mm. It's even got a little radio in there. It'll set you back 12 real.
Are you sure it's all in working order?
Absolutely. I've tested each one myself with recordings of speech, found sounds and music from a variety of genres, even though I don't really like music.
Okay.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
Okay, why don't you like
The
music?
stuff I record myself, silverware shaking in drawers as motor cars race by, nocturnal animals climbing on the roof, airship rotors, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Maybe you should ditch music as well. Get into these more experimental sounds he's describing.
Alright, well, let's not buy it yet, that's all. Because we might need to buy our gun if we can find it.
Martinez's streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
Is that a street light?
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in perfect working order.
His manner is casual, but his speech is careful, measured. He wants you to know that he has nothing to hide.
Where did you get this? I wonder if the car hid it out
was
there.
brought to me to be altered.
The
Uh-huh.
light's buzzing resembles the purring of a cat. It seems very much at home here.
Let your gaze run over the
The
street
light
light.
pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a
okay.
standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Okay.
This would make quite a statement in your living room.
I see, I see. Alright, we're not gonna buy it, but we can ask.
700 real.
That's
bargain, I dare say.
crazy. 700 sounds about right. I imagine it was an easy sawing off that street lamp. Are you out of mind? There's one just like that on every corner. Even taking into account the risk of obtaining the light, that seems a bit steep. I want to say the last one because it's funny.
Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Alright, let's leave. What's over here?
Wow, a very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, the print depicts a
Oh, yeah,
muscled
yeah, yeah.
man
We went through a
striding
whole
toward you,
conversation
giant
about
sword in
Heimdall
each hand,
burning.
encircled by burning embers.
Mm-hmm.
Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames.
I remember.
Beneath him are the words, Heimdall burning.
Heimdall.
The
Okay.
antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Let's see. Sniff the t-shirt. Why?
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
I mean, I guess that makes
Worn
sense.
cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Well, that's true.
Sniffing is okay, but please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
How much are you selling this t-shirt for?
2 real.
Hmm.
That's very cheap for a printed t-shirt that's still in pretty good shape.
That's unusually cheap, isn't it?
It should belong to anyone who is ready to wear it.
Couldn't you just give it to me for free then?
But why?
Because I'm a broke cop without a cent to my name. That's a lie. We have some real. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. I guess I can't think of any good reason. Perhaps I could repay you in some other way. Hey, Everett, welcome in. I am in a CD
Ideally
pawn shop
good.
indeed.
Not services.
Okay, let's move on from the t-shirt from now. All right, let's go ahead and talk to him and see if we can find out about our gun.
It's not often that I see officers from the RCM in my pawn shop.
Indeed.
What can I do for you?
His
Well,
courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop.
sorry, I feel like I'm interrupting you. Shake your head. It's shameful how insufficient the police presence is in these parts. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble lately? I feel like I'm interrupting you.
Oh no, not at all. I guess I haven't had many customers lately. RCM or otherwise.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals, travellers, people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake. People who are terminally bored.
Uh-huh.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Quite a collection indeed. Let's see, typically vacuous consumers objects. Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others. This business plan is all over the place. Quite the collection indeed.
It keeps me entertained.
His attention is drawn once more to the play of lights and shadow on the walls behind
He's
you.
well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling. Some kind of drug, maybe.
Probably.
Entertained. He might be high. If he is, on what?
Let's see. If is Ray high, and if yes, what is he on? Okay.
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light, while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Perolidon. It's tough to come by on the street.
Rolodon, what is that?
Drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
Okay, is it just me, or is it getting really warm around here? Sir, could you take off your sunglasses? I'd like to check your eyes. So where does it make it that okay, is it me or is it really warm around
I
here?
try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature.
No judgment, just curious. Chill out. I'm a chill cop who no, we don't want some of what he's having, so that one's out. I didn't mean to offend you. I don't want drugs.
I'm
So
not
we'll drop
offended,
the
officer.
subject. Alright, you might be able... Do you happen to have any guns, like the ones carried by officers of the Citizens Militia? So this is what got us in trouble before. So let's go ahead.
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back.
Sold her the gun. Okay, is this the female lorry driver?
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. Oh god.
Wait, I sold you my gun.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy kind.
Was the buyer a policeman too?
She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig. Which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying.
She must be one of my adoring fans, just wanted to feel closer to me, you know. Maybe she's a vigilante, wants to prove she can patrol the streets more effectively than the Citizens Militia. What if she intends to commit a crime and blame it on the Citizens Militia on me? You gotta help me find her, man. Let's just see if he'll help us.
I wish I could help with that, officer. But I don't know where she was from or where she was going.
Any idea of where I can find the buyer?
My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went.
He may have some kind of bill of sale
A
somewhere.
needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it right now. You'll just have to hope Everett wasn't lying. and the Union can track her down in time.
How'd the people from Everett Clare's Union come here to track that gun?
Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday. Looking like they'd just taken off their wild pines overalls. They asked if I have a police weapon to sell. I told them I already sold it.
Okay.
They went their way. It was a trip, but you know, all sorts of people come here, asking for all sorts of things.
I imagine so.
Wait, then it might be true. Everard's claims.
Could
People
be.
as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying, even when they're really being truthful.
Okay. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Let's see. You might be able to aid my investigation.
I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions you may have.
Do you know anything about the recent hanging?
I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business. Bad for everyone.
Yeah, I mean, I
He
suppose
doesn't
so.
know anything.
Okay, that's
The
all.
pawnbroker's gaze is already fixed on the dancing colors.
Okay. Do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose?
Traffic? I'm sorry, officer, but I don't drive.
Wait, why don't you drive?
I just don't like it very much. Movement on the road never really gelled well with the movement of my thoughts.
I guess your thoughts are a little slower. But you didn't you hear it when the traffic menace drove over your roof?
Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing a thunderous noise the other night. Some kind of powerful electric vortex hitting the shop and then moving on.
A vortex sounds fascinating.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. I didn't really know what to make of it, but I know it meant something.
Okay. Something I'd like to
Let me
sell.
have a look.
I have a fascinating photo of a corpse here. I'll check my pockets. Access your pawn menu.
Anything
Okay.
else you're thinking of selling?
Well, let's see. What is this? We don't really need this postcard, right? Okay. Can we sell this? How do we sell something? Let's see. I'm not sure.
Oh,
Oops.
no. I don't like those kinds
I
of
clicked the
objects.
wrong
No
option.
sale.
Do you know what the tattoos mean?
Photic paths, counter radiance networks, anti-magnetism.
These are the
It's
tattoos on the
darkness.
corpse.
That's all I know. Sell me something lighter.
Okay.
You have absolutely no idea what aphotic paths are, but the tattoos on the man are not that.
All right. Let's
Anything else
do
you're
the
thinking of
pawn.
selling?
All right. There used to be a tape in this case, but it was destroyed. Okay. I don't know if we can sell this stuff. I have a rifle. Photo of a happy couple. Hmm. Blue, blue pen. We'll end up selling his blue pen while he's gone. That would be so mean. Oh, do we click this? Okay. Postcard. Postcard. Some extra money, right? I don't know that he might want his handkerchief back. We shouldn't sell that, I think. This is another postcard we can sell. I don't know if we need the postcard or the picture or not. But I guess I don't know. I guess we could sell it for now. All right. I think that's good. Close. All right. I don't have anything else to sell.
Another time, perhaps.
All right. I have other business to take care of. Thank you. All right. So made a little bit of a real. Found out about our gun, so that's definitely progress. Well, I guess we can look and see if there's anything else we should be able to take care of. Like, we need to go take a shower. I think maybe that might be the last thing we do. Let's head back. It's getting late. I mean, it's 10:30. We'll go ahead and get a shower. And, man, it's like totally deserted in this yard here. No people around so late at night. I mean, it makes sense, of course. But we'll head back in to the whirling and rags. Go up to our room. And I wonder, maybe I can try that door that I'm reluctant to open. This one here. Let's give it a quick save, though. Like, I've not opened it because Kim's been here.
Closed.
Let's try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Knock again.
Still no answer.
Knock again harder.
Still nothing.
Much harder.
Still nothing.
I wonder if there's a key around somewhere. Can we do anything with this? Knock on this door. We can't get through there. Alright. I don't know that there's anything else. We can go out on the balcony, but I think that's it. Let's head in here. Home sweet home, as it were. And let's take off... let's take a bath and get off the death smell.
This is not the cleanest bathtub in the world, but it's cleaner than you are right
Oh, it
now.
definitely is. This bathtub has not been dealing with a corpse all day.
That soap scum smell. It smells like life, at least compared to you.
Let's see. Run yourself a bath.
The bathtub slowly fills with water.
Why did we run the sink? Undress, close your eyes, and
The
submerge.
water is only lukewarm, but still comforting, like amniotic fluid. A few beer cans are bobbing up and down along your flanks, like sad duckies.
Take the beer cans out.
Now you are alone with your thoughts in the tub, but it's easier than being alone with your thoughts outside the tub.
Sure, sure. I think we've done great,
They're
so...
not even really thoughts, just assorted sensations. None of them acute enough to focus on.
Linger in the tub a little.
Your fingers grow pale and are covered with tiny whirls as the water cools.
Okay. Imagine something.
You see the corpse. You can still smell the cadaver on you. It's going to take more than one bath to get rid of that stench.
Okay.
Then, houses along a narrow street.
Oh.
A video rental.
Huh.
Darkness on the planet's curvature.
Then maybe that's our neighborhood, right? Get out.
The waterline recedes as you stand. You are cold now. Your clothes stick to your still moist skin.
Mm-hmm. Can we, like, turn off? I don't know. Can we open this door? What is this door? Imagine whatever is there links these two, but that's so weird. Can we do anything with the mirror?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Use your chain cutters to fix the faucet. Stop steam from fogging up the mirror. Tool not in hand. Oh. That might be something we can fix. Let's see. Chain cutters. Let's equip them. Okay. Now what if we do that?
Hangs on the bathroom wall.
Okay.
Your face, adorned with the expression.
Let's try it.
The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place.
Can we get another
You know
interfacing
one thing
point?
for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
Okay, let's see. Is there another... Let's see, where is interfacing? Interfacing. Right here. We could put a point in that. Now let's see. Can we do it?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
58.
Your face.
Let's try it again.
With the faucet is quite
Good.
terribly mangled, but you just might be able to twist its parts into place. You handle the chain cutters deftly, applying just enough pressure. The faucet regains a recognizable shape.
Nice.
The steam stops.
Okay.
Told you that you needed those chain cutters. Everything is connected. Everything has a purpose.
Of course, of
the
course.
mirror begins to clear slowly without you having to wipe it.
All right, so let's see. Know the origin, no more steam. We would need electrochemistry. I don't know if we can have enough electrochemistry points. Is it even worth it? Probably not. Plus, I don't know. I think I'd rather save it for something else. Let the mirror be for now. All right. Is there anything else around here? We can just, can we take all of these bottles, I wonder? I don't know. Is there any more in there? What about this one? Oh, there's one. Okay. We'll clean up all that we can. Right? Because we're done with that kind of life. Here's another one. Who knew we had all this money in our room? Oops. Wait. We can't take any of those. Is there any bottles in here we can grab? Doesn't seem like it. Alright.
The fan stands still.
I don't know. I think it's fine. Let's get these bottles. And this one. Alright. Oh, here's another one. There's another one. We had way too many bottles in our room. And another. Oh my goodness. Apparently there's more. Or is there? Let's see. Maybe there's not. Let's see. I think that's just a walk over there sort of thing. I think that's everything. What even have we done to this poor bed?
The bed is still cold from the broken window and not too inviting, but it's yours. You've earned
Can we
it.
do something about the window, I wonder? Like, can we fix that somehow? Like put
The
a
window
sheet over
stands
it?
broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Let's go ahead and look out again.
You see some lights shimmering outside, but it's difficult to make out the outlines of the buildings below. Dark phantoms with many tiny eyes, chaotically arranged and not looking at you.
Okay. I guess that's it. All right. Are there any other bottles? I'm just trying to be thorough. I guess we can't do anything about that broken window for now anyways. I don't see any more bottles. We tidied up. We've been paying for our bedroom, so I guess it's time to sleep.
Cold.
We go to sleep. Are we gonna have
The bed
another
is still cold
vision
from the
tonight?
wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
But what's gonna happen? Are we gonna succeed in just
Here we are again,
having-
my broken bud.
Okay.
Waves are coming, carrying you away.
Of
But
course.
you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself.
Is that like the cop senses?
You're not cooperating, brother man.
Why? Because we're not doing drugs?
It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
Pain from what?
That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by
Oh.
the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately.
I mean, I guess that makes sense. We've been living a crazy life.
But this suffering, it must have some kind of meaning. A story that will come out of it. Perhaps even a story that you will write yourself.
Let's see. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. No, please. Where's that blessed nothingness, that sweet oblivion? I'm an artist and liver damages my art. I think I need medical attention. These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. I mean, we're paying the piper here. That's all there is.
There's no dignity here. Only reflections of your body mass. Flashes of the day. You keep coming back to yourself in the mirror. But why? To admire all your accomplishments?
No, just to make sure there's no food on your face.
You're just stuck here. In the half-world. Could try looking at other people. Really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here then, back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them.
Sure you do. They're all so friendly, aren't they?
Not always, no.
At least they're interesting. Each
Yes.
one has a process just like yours, running in the space.
Neighborhood
between
recycle
ideas,
program, exactly.
full of secrets.
All right.
People are beautiful, statuesque, parodies and tragedies of themselves. A great democracy of creatures.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater
I feel like my inner
awareness?
voice is insulting
Look at all
me,
these lights.
trying to keep me
blinking in
down.
and out of existence. Thoughts. You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
I mean, that kind of is what sleep is. You just lay there and the world continues on while you sleep.
Let it. Let it.
Okay.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Okay. Open your eyes. We had hopefully a somewhat restful sleep. We'll see. All right. It is now 7:30. Okay. Are we okay? Alright, it's been a rough day, but we can survive. Alright, out we go. We'll see if... I don't know if Kim will be back yet or not. But we've got things we can do now anyways, even if he's not back. It'll be fine. I don't know if it'll be like 24 hours. Oh, he's back. Good morning.
Yes?
I want to... Nothing, leave. Alright, so he's back on the party again. Have we talked to you guys, I wonder?
You look like shit.
Thanks. Your ruffled face reflects in the man's sunglasses.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like that. I don't look like that. I know it's intentional. The last couple of days have been rough. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does. I'm never going to get this case solved. Looks don't matter. It's what's on the inside that does.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm going by here.
Oh, come on, Jean. It looks like it's been a rough week on him.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just this week. What you want?
There's
Okay.
something about this guy that matches with a face in your head. A similar but different face. He might be wearing a disguise.
Let's see. Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise? There's something strange about this guy. Kim, who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Cool shades. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
He looks at you inquisitively.
As if waiting for some kind of reaction or response. Something to click. It's not happening though. Who is this guy?
Okay. Got some questions for you. I'm a cop.
About what? You don't look like a cop. You know what you look like?
What do I look like? Well, you already told me what I look like. Like a man down on his luck. I'm trying real hard here, man.
Oh, well, go solve your case then. That would count as trying hard.
Okay. Now will you answer some questions for me?
No,
Why not?
'cause it's not my job. Why don't you go and fucking do yours and solve this damn hanging?
If you don't want to answer questions, maybe you want to hear me say things?
Actually, I don't want to hear you say things.
Come on, Jean.
Okay, say things. I want to hear you say things.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, case-related things start popping up in your head.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. And it turns out he was shot and
You
hanged.
think he was hanged as a cover-up? To hide the shooting?
Basically, yes. Hey, why am I telling you this? Basically, yes.
Okay, well,
He corrects his blonde wig, his hair. He corrects his hair. Why am I telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
He gives you an odd look.
It's like you felt it would be intellectually stimulating and would lead somewhere. Accustomed even? Strange.
Oh my god, there's more. You want something more? What is it?
Okay, so there's something strange about this guy. Figure it out. We'll try this, and when we fail it, we'll try adding a point of a spirit de corpse. Do we have some clothing? I feel like we had
Watch out
something.
for yourself, loser.
That voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your
Wait.
station?
Yeah, we
Into your
did.
badge missing?
Wait, your voice. I recognize it.
Oh really? I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently when I called in to report it missing. You were there.
That's the where you remember me from?
Yes, I haven't seen you before. I have a bit of a point to your head memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The
His
voice
voice-
thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
I don't think so. Do I have something for a spirit de corpse? I feel like, yes. Okay, so we can put this on. What else? Do we have anything else for a spirit de corpse? I don't see anything else. Okay. So let's talk to him again.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Okay. There's something strange about this guy. So we'll put 1 point in it when we fail this.
You know what it is. It's like the two of you
Okay.
know each other. Just ask him.
Tell me the truth. Do you know me from somewhere?
Oh, I definitely know you from somewhere.
Okay.
Another life.
From where? From another life.
Yes, from another life. A different life. Maybe the life of a police officer belonging to the ranks of the...
Is he our boss? He
To
pauses.
what station do you think you would belong in this alternate and totally fictional reality?
41st?
Okay. That's plausible. That's entirely plausible. Now we're really getting somewhere.
He gives you a long, meaningful look and adds.
Somewhere good.
Let's talk more about that hypothetical Station 41 you mentioned.
Okay.
The hypothetical 4-1. Yeah, let's fantasize about that. He blinks aggressively. I'm not busy. You're not busy, so let's just play around. Who else is in our imaginary police station?
You're not going to believe this, but... police officers.
You don't say.
Yes, sir. Solving crimes, locking up bad guys, and get this, and not getting that drink on at 2 o'clock.
Yes, we have stopped that. Thank you very much.
Just some regular boring motherfuckers in suits and uniforms. Nothing spectacularly extravagant like you, the far-out son of Lung.
Uh-huh. All right, who is the far-out son of Lung?
Oh, it's you, you eccentric genius. I mean, with your unorthodox approach to police work, it has to be you.
Want to tell me more about him or her?
Not even a little bit.
It's an
Okay.
urban myth about an officer who is so far undercover he can't remember who he is. As I said, just an urban myth. You are not the son of Lang.
Okay.
Okay, yes, you get the joke. Leave it at that.
So what would our relationship be in this alternate universe?
Let's be crazy. Let's say you and I are partners. How's that for a thought experiment?
Okay. Like partners in crime, or you seem to be a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. You seem to be a bit of a drag. No offense, but I could do better. You seem to be a cool guy. I'd love to have you as my partner. Kim's cooler than you. I mean, he's not. He's our temporary partner. You seem like a cool guy. I wonder what we did to him. Oh, man. What do we say here? You seem like a cool guy.
Would you now, or would I be cramping your style? Never mind. Partner.
Oh, okay. Actually, you probably would cramp my style. No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all. Actually, I shouldn't have called you my partner. Kim's my partner. He's going to know. No, you wouldn't cramp my style at all.
Okay. How about you stop wasting my time and get on with whatever you were doing then?
Do you have a crime to solve?
Oh, no. You see, I enjoy watching other better cops solve crimes. And let me tell you, it's been quite a privilege seeing you work.
Uh-huh.
This isn't helping.
She says, shaking her head and looking at the man with sunglasses disapprovingly. Okay, I can't imagine it anymore.
Neither can I, partner. Neither can I.
Let's see, his gray eyes suddenly flash above the glass frames. They feel sad. Let's talk about the hanged man again.
Okay, why not? Let's do the old thing over again. We're not wasting time. There is no time.
Okay, I'm doing this investigation. A man is hanged.
So, do you know who hanged him?
Not yet.
Yeah, I can see that.
Why am I even telling you this?
I don't know. Why are you?
Gives you an odd look.
Oh my god, there's more.
Okay, see you
want something
around.
more?
Maybe we can talk to her.
The woman in an RCM patrol officer's uniform winces as she notices you.
I would really prefer not to talk to you right now.
Hold on. You're a cop with the RCM? Is everything all right? Why don't you want... Are you a cop with the RCM?
Yes, I am.
Is everything all right? Why don't you want to talk to me?
I don't know. I mean, why would I want to talk to you?
Have I wronged you? I've done that to a lot of people. Let's see.
No, you haven't wronged me. It's okay.
She shakes her head and breathes out.
Okay, fine. Let's talk. What did you want?
Okay, good.
What does one talk about with a fellow officer?
So what precinct are you from?
What precinct?
She just sighs.
Fucking deranged lunatic.
The sunglass-wearing man pushes through his
You're
teeth.
getting an intellectually unsatisfying vibe from this conversation. Maybe you're doing something wrong.
Are you with him? Point to the man with sunglasses.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
Nothing, just wondering.
The sooner you figure this hanging out, the sooner everyone can go home.
You're the police, right? Cool, so am I.
I don't know what to say.
Okay.
Don't say anything, Judith.
Wait, is he police? What are you, the police, doing
I'm
here?
just looking out for...
No one. I'm just a man with sunglasses. And you are?
A policewoman. Say nothing.
I just want to do my job, that's all.
She says quietly and looks away.
Something about the man with sunglasses and you, the energy between you two, is making her uncomfortable.
Okay, what's
Okay,
going on
The
here?
man with the sunglasses and his hypothetical Station 41. Weird, right?
I know, super weird, yes.
There's something missing here.
Yes.
Something you can't put our
Was he
finger
our
on.
partner?
You know what? Just ask him. I know it sounds crazy, and you'll probably get laughed at. But still.
I was thinking the same thing. I should just ask him if we're from the same station.
Yes. Just cross it off the list. It's probably not true, though.
All right.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
Look, I just have to ask, are we from the same police station?
I'm going to say no. Just to see what you'll say to that. What'd you say?
Okay, or yeah, probably not. I don't remember you from anywhere. Okay.
Okay.
Jean, he said okay. Give it a rest.
Okay, I was clearly wrong. He is a firefighter, male nurse, animal control agent, something of that kind. Not a cop. Go on with your cop work. Don't let me stop you again.
Okay then. See you around. Well, can we talk to
Yes.
Kim? What was that all about? Weird. Are you the smoking guy?
Hi, gendarme.
Uh-huh.
Rendezvous.
Hi?
Hi. So what brings you here?
What are you... I met your Sunday friend. What are you doing here? I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
I didn't. He's a government official. I don't trust governments. You're right. He's magical, magically bureaucratic.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
Why was he... let's see. I don't want to talk about... who is he?
A visitor from the first world. He's not like you and me, gendarme. He can
He's-
always return.
Return
To his
where?
opportunities in Occident, sur la clé.
Oh.
Still, his coming and going brings some life to the village. Or is it just money? I don't know.
Okay. I don't want to talk about other people. I want to talk about you. I guess.
What about me, gendarme?
What are you doing here?
Admiring the atmosphere. What about you, officer?
This is where I'm going down in history. I'm going to sing karaoke. I'm here to solve the case I'm working on. That's what we're here for.
Well, here's to you.
He raises a glass before taking a sip of his drink, froth grazing his mouth. Okay, what is it about the way he carries himself? I don't know. We'll probably fail that.
It's the sports. He's a sports guy.
Right,
All about that physical
totally.
prowess and athletic
Right.
skill.
I'm
Nothing
totally...
else.
Okay, tell me again about that muscular type who came to investigate the crime.
Oh yes, let's see. He knocked on my door a few days after the lynching. I think he was going through the entire building, asking questions.
Besides muscular, did he have any other identifying traits?
Let me think. He had an accent. He sounded like one of those mercenaries.
Okay.
He sounded vaguely Oranese. No, not vaguely, scratch that. He sounded definitely Oranese.
Okay, was he alone?
Yes, but he was speaking to someone on his earpiece.
Okay, what was he saying?
Just reporting back whatever I was telling him.
And what did he look like?
Muscular, handsome, strong, Like one of those military types.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. That I didn't see anything.
And he believed you?
Why shouldn't he?
Did you tell him about your friend?
What friend?
Your Sunday friend, the witness.
No, I don't think it came up.
Okay, thanks for the information.
Sure. Anything else on your mind?
Nope, that's
Bye-bye,
it.
Gendarme.
Okay, okay. Let's check our notes and see what we need to do. We can close the water lock. What else do we have that we can do? Who made the call reporting the crime? Track down your badge. We still got to do that. The victim's tattoos. Oh, we need to check, run the number on the victim's armor. So yeah, we need to go back to the car. Oh, actually first let's go to the kitchen and see what we can do about this one, right? Because we still have that on the list, right? The special borscht. Let's talk to the cook again.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives
What-
you a little nod.
So what's in that
Acknowledging
borscht?
your The man says a couple of sentences in that strange language of his and then seems to wait for you to speak.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he asked you a question.
Yes?
He doesn't know your language. You can just say something cool in return.
Okay, so we'll say the Mercury rising again.
Borscht need more vodka?
Okay.
Okay, so it's vodka that keeps the men happy and in good spirits. Clever move by the Union.
Okay.
Of course, vodka. Now that makes a very, very special borscht indeed. Turn it up and then ask for some yourself.
No. We're
Turning
not
it
doing
up
that.
Seems like a dangerous idea, honestly. The place is a powder keg.
How about no vodka? Turn your fingers counterclockwise. Cut it.
The cook gives you a
There we go.
disappointed look, then turns the stove off and seems to wait for you to speak.
Alright, I don't need anything else. Alright, good. So we got that taken care of. No more vodka for you guys. Alright, so we still have to talk to Everard. What else do we need to do? Let's look. We can check, we gotta check the car. That's probably the next thing. And I should put my other outfit back on, I think. I think it was our patrol cloak, right? Because we're an official cop. We gotta be all, what do we have on right now for glasses? Logic. But they're -1 authority. I don't know. Okay. So let's go back to his car. It should be over here, right? Yes, right here. And then let's check the number on the armor from our corpse. And we'll see.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Alright, let's pull out the radio.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Have you heard back from the ICP about the serial number?
Yes. The armor was produced by Fairweather in their facilities in Betancourt, sur la Clé in 42.
Okay.
It was part of a special order for Corps de Pharmacie, a security firm contracted to protect the interests of Oranese pharmaceutical companies.
There it is again, Oranese.
So, it seems the armor went to Seminine. That's where the paper trail ends, though. Even the firm has proven difficult to track. Corps de Pharmacie has been renamed several times over in the years since the armor was issued.
I'm guessing one of its names is Kreno?
Yes. That is the most recent name the ICP has been able to connect to the CDP.
Okay.
And the one before it was Downwell. I also have one called Sediment, but I think that might be a different contractor.
Okay.
No, they work with Sediment. And somatosensor, it seems. All that during the last 9 years.
Okay.
A suit of armor like this would have been manufactured with a particular person's physique in mind. You should ask for whom this suit was fitted.
Okay, a suit of armor like this would have been customized to fit the wearer. There must be a record of the person to whom it was issued.
Yes, but the ICP tends to be reluctant to share private sector records. I could try to talk them into it, though.
Yes, please do try. It's imperative that we learn whose armor this was.
Sure. Call back tomorrow. Hopefully I will have more information for you then.
Okay, I'm done with the radio for now.
7th, over and out.
All right.
In the cabin, you
Nice.
see a set of steering levers.
All right, that's all we need from there. So that's progress. What else can we do? Track down your badge. I don't know. We haven't had any luck with our badge. Who put the clothes in the trash? Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? I don't know. Victim's tattoos. Ask another about the tattoo's possible meanings. I mean, we can keep asking people. Find one armor piece. Open the apartment. Okay, so we need to go back to Everard. I think that's our next move. Is we'll head on over to Everard's and tell him about our success with opening the door, the apartment door. Although that guy wasn't there, so. But we didn't feel bad about it. So that's good. Actually, it should be... I'm going the wrong way. It needs to be over this way. Kim's like, man, I'm back and we're doing all the running again. What is it with this guy and running? Well, because it's too slow otherwise. Alright. They're back playing their game. What else? Anything? Oh, well, let's go ahead and turn in our tear. We'll go ahead and deposit this. I wonder if we might ought to get another morale thing.
A sign says 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert the bottles
into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle.
All right, so we got 90 real for that. I think this is where we get the real.
Packaged raincoats.
No.
A low shelf beneath a display.
No, not raincoat. Is it this? Might be this.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Let's just get... Okay, so that heals 3 morale. So it's a little bit cheaper, I guess. Let's go ahead and get one of these.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Thanks. Alright, leave. Alright. I feel like we get morale checks an awful lot. And it's good to just have some around. Alright, so let's head back up here. They're still striking, my goodness. But at least now we can get in pretty easily and we don't have to like deal with measurehead or anything like that. Alright, let's head on this way. Can we use... Oh no, that's just a normal... That's just a normal phone. I forgot. Okay. So, I gotta keep an eye out too, just in case we see a tiny little piece of plastic. Because that would be awesome. Is there anything in here?
This is the night watchman's booth.
No. I mean, he's clearly not there right now. Let's go this way. I wonder if we can do anything with that one like cart or whatever it is. This? Can we do anything with this?
You're back before the cargo container.
Persuade the door to open.
Since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Been in the world for 2 days. Why would we... Okay, fine. Why not? It's impossible.
Why are you even trying to open a door?
Because getting physical wasn't an option.
Because what wasn't an option?
The lieutenant looks startled, using my body over my wits.
Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Okay, that's fine. Alright. I didn't think that would work, but we had to give it a try. Okay, so I guess let's go talk to Everard and tell him that we succeeded. Oh boy. Time for this again.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He leans toward you, waiting for you to complete his sentence. A member of the board, question mark? Is a living god, is an organ in the great state organism of war, also just look at me, for himself. A member of the board, that's what they're fighting for?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Okay, I opened the door, you asked me, can we discuss the murder now?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
He's trying to figure out if you're lying.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs. I did go inside. Weasel had the flag of old Revachol on his wall. The deal wasn't for me to go inside, so I didn't. I did go inside. I mean, we'll just be honest.
Exactly the kind of fascist memorabilia I was expecting. Weasel probably prays to it every night for the downfall of the Union.
Mm-hmm.
He was testing you, and you succeeded.
Nice.
Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Okay, let's see. There was a collection of colonial mugs there. They found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Uh-huh.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Maybe.
Oh, no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
Are you gonna hide his identity so we can't figure it out?
It seems to be true.
But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this.
But it's mighty suspicious.
But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
He imitates bashing something with an imaginary baton. Great technique. You make a great sergeant. There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton. Say nothing.
Of course, Harry. Stoic silence. I like that. Very befitting a police officer. I'm not a real detective. You are.
Okay. I've heard about a connection between the lynching and the strike. I'd like to hear what you know about it.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps.
I'm listening.
Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
Yes, and that was a mistake. That was before the lady got on, I think.
Our victim.
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
He performs a motion as if spraying bullets from a machine gun.
Yeah?
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa, you name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Okay.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on. You have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Go on.
No, you haven't, Harry.
Whoops, I meant go on.
I haven't told you anything about the crime yet.
Okay.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
Okay, go on.
About my fun container? It's a hoot, Harry. Who knows? Maybe you'll be in here the next time they move it. It will be very fun, I promise.
Oh boy.
But enough about me and my container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them. All hardened commando types.
I mean, he's accurate.
One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey.
We've heard that.
Even the negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
Yes, we've heard that.
Negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Okay.
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
He just completely ignores Lieutenant Kim.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
Wait, the whole neighborhood is in on it? Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. Making sure everything runs smoothly.
I feel like we've met them.
That sounds a bit like organized crime.
Yeah.
They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Of course.
Again, that sounds like organized crime.
Indeed.
So these idealists killed our victim?
That's what it sounds like.
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Yeah, okay.
He places a lot of faith in that lawyer girl. Perhaps this is a tactical error. Anyway.
There was a bullet in the hangman's head. Do we really want to say that? I don't know. I feel like we're giving away all our secrets. How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
Okay.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor.
It's the second time we've heard that.
The workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding.
Yeah.
And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
The name of the company is Cornell this time. It might have been Sediment before.
Of course. You're always one step ahead of me, Harry. I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Let's see. The remaining mercenaries are organizing a tribunal to take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
You don't seem too worried about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everett before you've even courted him properly.
He wants you to do more things for him before.
Let's see. You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Wait, the girl by the whirling, who was keeping an eye on you. Is he talking about her?
Better not to mention it. Did you send her to spy on me disguised as a gardener? Maybe better not to mention it.
Oh, and she also really likes gardening, I hear. In March? Strange. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay, tell me about Titus Hardy and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men. All 7 of them. Exemplary union members.
There's still
Always
an 8th
working
member.
To advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members.
I wonder if The lawyer girl is the 8th member.
Old Theo used to run them.
Maybe.
But things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind.
Of course.
Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
Okay.
He's betting on them being useless to you.
I guess we say this. There was a bullet in the hangman's head. Or Everett, I met these Hardys. Can you ask them to cooperate with me?
But of course. It's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
Okay.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Okay.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Sure. Why are you giving this to me? I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the... I'm gonna take it.
The lieutenant watches you pocket the banknote. He looks a little puzzled.
I don't know.
Good boy. A real team player. Now, do you have any more questions?
Let's conclude for
Was it a
now.
good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Yet?
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
I'm wondering if the bullet we found in the corpse's head came from our
A man of
gun.
the left. So you have to be a social democrat.
Okay.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol. You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer. What's that supposed to mean? I'm more left than you are. This is another corrupt scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to. What do we say? I take care of me. I don't know. I guess we say that one.
Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies, it's with the companies. Honestly, what I have in mind is a business proposal. A left-wing business proposal, but still...
Okay.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
Kim, what do you think of this?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
He studies Everett.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm gonna hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
Maybe.
He's saying as little as possible, as vaguely as he can, deliberately omitting things.
Kind of like we did. Fine, if I happen to be there, I can ask them, what are these signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Okay.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
Where is this place exactly?
On the coast, Harry, across the canal. There's
Okay.
a cul-de-sac there, a little village they're calling it. A gloomy place. You'll find it. I trust your detective skills, Harry.
Of course.
You're already pretty deep into this. What's a little more? No one can see you here in Martinez.
Alright, and what will happen to the current
They are
occupants?
just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
Looks like we lost our camera. Hang on a sec. Let's see. I don't know why. Weird. Anyways, it's back now. Alright. So they're just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months. Then they'll be living like kings right next to a fancy new youth center designed by the best architects from Stella Maris. Okay.
Is he absolutely sure the tenants won't be thrown out in the street?
Are you 100% sure nobody's going to end up homeless?
Am I? Harry, these people, Martinez is the most important thing in my life. I would never let anything bad happen to them.
Of course, of course.
We're gonna build a youth center there. The value of their properties goes up and kids have a place to play in. I'm looking out for these people, not pulling the rug from under them, Harry. I'm looking out for all of Martinez, not just the harbor.
Okay, fine. If I happen to be there, I can ask them.
You bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. Here.
He hands you an open white envelope.
You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter.
Okay.
The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I heard there was some trouble with the water lock, but it should be fixed now.
Yes, we were waiting on that.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I know we can do business together.
Okay, I think we're gonna not say the rest of that because I want to make sure I can talk to Titus Hardy before we release any more bombshells to him.
See you soon, Debardeur. Just kidding, but not too much.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so I feel like we did a lot. We still have 2 more points that we could spend. Did we get anything useful? I don't know. All right. So we have to get 2 signatures from Everard. We also have to do the water lock, and we can try and find Morel the cryptozoologist. So I think we will be able to get all of those done, hopefully, in the next episode. So let's go ahead and walk out of here, though, for now. And we'll give it a save once we get out. Alright. So let's go ahead and save it. I feel like that was a very productive day. Like, we talked to Everard. We got Kim back, of course. I don't know what the deal with the guy and the whirling with rags is. But we did complete several quests. We actually talked to the pawnbroker this time and didn't die. So now that we know how to use the morale, which means we might have some information about our gun, right? But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and swap on over to Myst now. So let's go back to the main menu. And then we'll update all of our info. All right. Let's get all of our infos updated. Then we'll get it loaded up as soon as it decides to stop. All right. So in Myst, I feel like we're getting close to the end, or at least, if we're not at the end, we're at least ready to progress the story pretty soon. So, let's update these 2 real fast, and then I think we'll be ready to load it up. All right. Now, let's load up Myst 4. So when I was looking back at my footage, I could not find a second journal. So we're just gonna have to keep looking, I think. And now let's check the sound again, because I think it's probably not working. I don't know though. Let's see. Nope, it's working. Okay, cool. I wasn't sure. All right. Man, it's crazy. I feel like the stream is like lagging behind. It's like 20 seconds behind live. I don't know. I have no idea how to fix that. But anyways, so we are going to hop into Myst. And we're going to see what we can figure out. So let's jump in. Let's see. It was this one. All right. So when I was looking through the previous footage, I could not find a second journal. I even went to Sirrus's planet and looked all over. I could not find a second one. So whatever we need for this has got to be in here. I don't know how our little color thing that we found on Sirrus's planet is supposed to relate, or even if it is. I honestly have no idea. This one, I don't even know if it does relate. That could just be coincidence. But for now, whatever we need is going to be somewhere in here. So I guess let's just start looking. I mean, there's a lot of places to stash information here, so maybe we just have to look around and see if there's anything we've missed. We cannot interact with any of that, so... Can we open these? No. Can we open any of these? Doesn't look like it. Okay, can we open this? What's this? Book? Have we read this one before? Let's see. It's blank. Oh, here we go.
I'm always surprised by how good it feels to return home after one of my journeys. In the day, heat shimmers off the cliffs, bathing me in unexpected warmth. And at night, gentle breezes stir the lake. I often hear Catherine singing to Yisha. The sound of their voices fills me with such joy. I find myself wondering why I ever left.
Okay.
Perhaps I'm more aware of this tonight, having spent so much time alone in Rhyme. The trip was unavoidable.
What is Rhyme?
Since I viewed Sirrus and Achenar's prison ages, and I needed to be assured of their safety. The crystal viewer did not show much, so I began considering how I might improve it. I'm now fairly certain I can achieve a tighter image. I redesigned the mechanism itself. I have yet to tell Catherine of these plans.
Okay.
I do not wish to raise her hopes prematurely. After far too brief a visit with my family, I have returned to Rhyme to conduct preliminary tests. Frigid temperatures in this age are vital for the crystals to function, yet I find it increasingly difficult to work in the cold. Perhaps I can find a way to simulate extreme temperatures inside the viewer itself, so that I can install it in Tomana when ready.
Tomana is where we're at. A new episode of Adventures in Babysitting, exactly.
Experimentation for a few hours to watch the lights illuminate Rhyme's sky. Their beauty is not dim since first I saw them. I cannot fully enjoy the show, however, for it put me in mind of Sirrus and Achenar, the months we spent here constructing the towers. Soon, what had been a happy memory for me was mired in regrets.
Okay.
I doubt I will ever know what caused
what
my
regrets?
sons to become so greedy. I know, when they looked at the ages described in my library, fantastic worlds that one could travel to easily, simply by touching a book's linking panel, they saw only dreams of wealth and power.
Mm-hmm.
They devised a plan, an evil plan. When my back was turned, they linked to my ages, plundered and destroyed them.
Right.
I know Sirrus and Achenar must pay a price for these crimes, yet it brings me no joy to picture them stranded on the two uninhabited ages I wrote to protect my library from thieves.
Yeah, okay.
I only hope that my sons will someday reject their wicked yearnings and find it in their heart to reform.
Hopefully. I mean, it seems like Achenar may have
found a pressure variable that should allow the crystal viewer to function in Tomana. Tomorrow I link to Rilishan to enlist help from the Guild of Machinists. Catherine was unusually subdued when I showed her the new blueprints. She trusts that the viewer will work, but wishes we could visit our sons in person. I would like that as well, but until I'm convinced of remorse, I cannot risk their escaping.
That's true.
I was fairly certain the evaporator coils would work, and indeed, I was able to achieve a blurry image of Spire within the new viewer's
Spire, that's Sirrus's world.
Unfortunately, a more powerful suppressor is needed to stabilize the image. Guildmaster Atrus suggested that I install several geodes inside the roof of the observatory, and then use an antenna to focus them. This should amplify the clean frequency enough so that the crystal viewer can work.
I think that was the button we pushed on the telescope, right?
Success.
Oh, look!
Not only was I able to view both Spire and Haven, but I also saw my laboratory on Rhyme quite clearly. The crystal code for Rhyme was difficult to remember, having not had much reason to use it previously. Must make a full list of codes soon, but for now I will keep Rhymes close at hand.
Is that this one?
I always knew my son.
Is he on Rhyme?
Today I saw something that truly amazed me. Sirrus is harnessing electricity. At least that is what I assume, for the viewer caught a brief glimpse of something I had never before seen in this age. It had to be man-made construction.
Let's take a picture of this, because that might be the answer to our crystal puzzle. Let's keep going, though, in case there's other stuff we need.
A burst of interference destabilized the image before I could study the device properly, but its existence offers proof that at least one of my sons is making the most of his confinement, rather than wallowing in despair.
I'm sorry, I have to disagree. I would say Achenar did better.
It's disrupted my viewing of ages on more than one occasion. Although I first assumed it to be a problem with the geodes, I now believe it to be subsonic in origin. I think the roof antenna is picking up wave fluctuations emitted by one or more ages. If this is true, I might be able to use the fluctuations to hear what is occurring in an age.
Okay.
I shall have to think on this carefully. It has been an exciting 2 weeks. Catherine, Yisha, and I have just returned from Rilishan, where I spent most of my time in
Rilishan was what we
conversations with various
fixed
guild
at the
masters.
end of Myst 3.
I am now convinced the shape and color of the crystals gives them individual resonance signatures. By combining the resonance of 5 crystals together, I can discover a global pattern of emissions, a sound signature, as it were, that is unique to the age being viewed.
Okay.
Guildmaster Atrus assisted me in drawing up plans for a filtration panel that will enable the antenna to hone in on whatever wave fluctuation I want. I truly will be able to listen in on an age. Tomorrow I begin building the panel. I have decided to use Rhyme as its preset configuration, since that is the age which first enabled me to construct a crystal viewer.
Okay.
The panel is finished. I'm too tired to test it tonight. Catherine tried to hide it, but the sounds we heard coming from Achenar's prison age nearly brought her to tears. Once again, I had to reassure her of his safety. My words eventually convinced her, but I know she longs for more substantive proof.
I'll give you the proof. I believe Achenar may have had some change of heart.
I must confess,
okay,
I too long for more information than the viewer is currently providing. Tomorrow I shall link to Rhyme. I have an idea for an attachment, something akin to a moving eye that will allow me to change points of view while using the crystal viewer.
Okay.
If it works, I may finally be able to see if my sons have reformed.
Alright. Interesting. Had you not found this journal, I think the designers wanted you to read this as one of the first game activities. Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that. Is there anything else in any of these other drawers, I wonder? I don't know. Hey, Akania, welcome in. Let's just check. I mean, I think we can at least try one of the crystal codes, but let's see. Okay, so I did see this. I don't think I can do anything with them. This is just, I think this is just showing us there are crystals. Can I open any of these? It looks like maybe it changed for one of them. Oh. I don't think I saw this either, but again, I think this might just be things you look at. Okay. What about that one? Okay. And then let's check over here. I think these are... Open this one. Okay, I did open this drawer. For whatever reason, I just never opened the other drawer. I think I got distracted by everything else around here. Because there was just so much to look at. And then I saw that panel, of course, right next to it. Alright, so let's go see if this combination gives us anything. I mean, it's the biggest lead I've gotten so far, so... Okay. So the first one we have is... It's like 4 points in red. Okay, and then like 3 points in light blue. Like, let's see. So what do we have? I think that's the first one. And that one's here. Okay. Then we have our blue one. Which one for blue? None of these really fit. Let me see. Maybe that one? Let me look. It doesn't really seem like it would fit. Well, no, I guess it's more split apart. There was a split apart one. I feel like the yellow and green one are going to be really hard to tell. Okay, so there was one that was more split apart than that. That one? So maybe... this color? Maybe? I'm not sure. That might not be right. Alright, so the yellow one. It looks like it's taller and still has some maybe indentions. We can go ahead and change it to yellow. Okay. Now let's look at the crystals. I don't think it's that one. That blue one might be that one. Maybe. Can you test it? I don't know. I think maybe I have to do all of them. Maybe. Is it like that one? I don't know. It's a little odd. Maybe. I'm gonna try that one. I don't know if that's right, but we'll try it. I'm feeling very unconfident on all of these. All right. So let's see. Now we have the green one. I mean, it kind of looks similar. I see differences in the drawing. The dark blue one at the end definitely looks like this one. I think that one is this one. And then we have green. Which one would it be? Maybe that one? I feel like... I'm not sure if these are correct. Let's see what we got. Maybe for yellow, it's the same one. Perhaps. Or actually, that looks more like the last one, right? That one looks more like the last image. Okay, so maybe that one is the dark blue. Let's try that. And then maybe these are the other two. Perhaps? that looks more correct. I think the reason it looks different is because we're seeing them from slightly different angles. And I still feel like the light blue one is not right. It is separated, but not that far. I don't know. Okay, so that's not right. Is it that one? Maybe? We can try. Perhaps? Okay. Is there another one it would fit better as? Maybe this one? Actually, that one might fit better. There we go.
My friend, are you there? Hope you're getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rhyme until it's over. But I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Isha not to forget her homework.
Okay. Expanded content of Myst came out in the last couple of months that retcons how this machine operates. Myst 4 is based this part on real Myst. I gotcha. That's yeah, I don't know what it is. The chat is really lagged right today for some reason. So apparently I need to go to his bedroom and push on some kind of symbol to open some panels on his dresser. And then tell Yisha to do her homework. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Because I feel like I kind of lost her. Alright. Let's see. I don't think I can't really go out that way. We gotta go out the other way. It's through this hole down here. Or this door down here. Open the door. Pull it down. Thank you. Alright, now we go in instead of through the door. Okay, let's see. I think we just want to go all the way down, right? I think. We'll see. Because I think this will take us along the passageway back to his room. It's just either top or bottom. Okay. Alright, now let's get out of here. Alright, so some kind of symbol on his dresser. Well, one good news about the chat being lagged, if I'm still working on it by the time you guys see it, then I can use the hints that you give me. Alright, this is this his bedroom? If it is, it was some kind of symbol on a dresser drawer? And that was the letter. Let's see. Can we open a drawer? I don't know. Maybe it's the other side? Unless it's something on this table. We can check these drawers. We can open this. Okay. What's in here? Laser lamp. What? Fireplace. Oh. Oh. It's how you do the puzzle that I figured out, you know, just on my own. Okay, that's cool. Let's check the other one. The light is on, so it would kind of make sense that maybe it's this one. I guess we need the light on. Oh, that's because of the fireplace. Did I hear him wrong? New list of babysitting chores, right? Is there anything, like, can I move this paper and see what's written under here? He said something about, I swear he said his bedside table, but wait, wait, maybe it's this. There's something I can click around here. Where is it? Oh, was it just that? That was really far away, though. Is it the bed itself? No. Or is it maybe these? It's not the dresser, is it? Because there's signals here. I'm not sure. Because there's nothing I can do with these, right? That was what I needed to translate translate the symbols from. Yeah, that's all just going back to the letter. I might have to go listen to his message again. I'm not sure. Is there something down here I'm missing? Alright. Let me make sure he didn't say desk and that there's not... Because there are symbols here. But I don't know that that's what he said. There's nothing distinctive like above it. There is that little button there, but that's not something I can click on. I can... Oh yeah, I saw that. That was... There's nothing else in there, right? I'm wondering if this isn't the right room. Like, I'm pretty sure this is their room, but... Is there something here I need to do? Was there something on the painting? I mean, we've seen this, right?
That was such a good day. I wish so many things, Atrus. Tell me again we did the right thing.
Okay, but there's no symbols to click on there, so... I'm not sure. Is there any kind of symbols you're showing initiative? Just ignore the clues and figure things out from scratch. I mean, you know, hey, that's what I do. Although I'm starting to think I might need to go back and listen to what he said. I don't know if I can, but maybe I can. He said, like, under the table. I don't know how I can click under the table. Maybe it's like... I thought I heard him say under the table. Can I, like... reach underneath? Maybe I just misunderstood. Because you can't get under this table, right? There's a huge lag between comments. Yeah. Yeah, I think the stream is like 2 or 3 minutes delayed. It's super annoying. I'm not seeing anything. Okay. Is there something I can do with this? Like, can I... Is this a handle or something? Doesn't seem like it. I think... I don't see anything I could click, so I'm not sure if this is the right room. We could look in the fireplace, I suppose, and see. But I swear I thought he said under the table. But just in case it was like under the fireplace. Yeah, I don't see anything here. Alright, let me go see if I can listen to him again. Because I'm not sure what exactly he was talking about. Was it this symbol? No. I love how weird, how oddly blurry it gets, though. That's so weird. Alright, let's... Where's the handle? It's this side. Hopefully I can listen to him again, because I swear I thought he said, go to my bedroom and look under the table and press a symbol of some sort, and that will open 2 panels and make sure Yisha does her homework. I definitely heard the last part. But I feel like maybe I didn't quite hear the beginning parts quite right. So we'll see. I'll get back there just in time for you guys to see my frustration and be like, oh, yeah, you're in the right room. Or, no, you weren't in the right room. Alright. Open the door. I hope I can listen to it again. I might have to enter the gym code again, which would be kind of annoying, but we'll see. I think I might have to. Ugh. Well, at least I know basically what it is this time. This one was... that one. And then we had this one for the third one. And then this one for the fourth one. And then dark blue. And this one for the last one. Alright. Let me see. Can I play it again? Did I have it wrong? Let me see. Maybe I got the colors wrong. Oh, it's blue and then yellow. Whoops. Whoops, I have these 2 colors swapped. So this one should be yellow. I thought I had the colors memorized. Whoopsie. And then this one is blue. Alright, so hopefully this one will be right. Okay, let me listen again.
My friend, are you there?
Yes.
You're getting this. Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here. I can't leave Rhyme until it's over. And I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a
desk.
Press on it to open 2 compartments. Commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and
okay.
Tell Isha not to forget her homework.
Okay, so it's desk. Let me listen to it one more time. So there's an electromagnetic storm. Yes.
Barely receiving you. Listen, there's a terrible electromagnetic storm here.
Right?
Can't leave Rhyme until it's over. And I know what you can do. Go to the desk in my bedroom. Below the top drawer, you'll see a symbol. Press on it to open 2 compartments. The commentaries I wrote on Haven and Spire are inside. Oh, and tell Isha not to forget her homework.
Yeah, so definitely press symbol and desk. Under the... I swear that was the little sun symbol I was looking at. Maybe that it was a classic Myst and I didn't click it exactly to what I... It's funny. Yes, by the time I got that message, Achenar, I literally was just listening to it. So, yes. Which you'll find out in a few minutes. we're time traveling. But yes, so definitely some symbol on the desk. So I was mistaken about it being the nightstand, but I was almost right. And I swear the only symbol I saw was that sun symbol, but maybe there's some other symbol. At least now we know it's the desk for sure. And we just gotta figure out what particular symbol. It said under the shelf, which I think is the sun symbol, but we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so we have re-listened to the message twice now. It is definitely in his bedroom, but it's on the desk. So let's see if there is a symbol under the shelf on the desk. Is it not this? I mean, that's a symbol under... Oh, wait, maybe it's this. Maybe? I feel like that opens these two. Let me look at this again. Turn lamps off to reset the code readout after having achieved correct code combination. Okay. I don't want to do that because that means I would have to redo that whole puzzle, I think. This is the only How many times did I press that button? At least 5 or 6 times. Dude, I was like 2 pixels off. Okay, well, you know. Well, let's check it out. Alright, here we go.
Spire, I've called it. But that's the image I kept in mind as I wrote the book that would link here. A soaring rock and crystal spire rising out of dense clouds like the watchtower of some gem-studded castle. Now that I'm here and am exploring the age in person, I find it to be exactly as I'd envisioned. Beautiful, yet so very deceptive.
Okay.
From the tower formation upon which I sit, an ocean of clouds spreads out below me. Rough stone steps descend toward them, ending at an empty terrace area. Created over centuries by the erosive power of wind, these steps are so evenly matched that I almost believe they were man-made. Yet, how could they be? For Spire has never had any inhabitants. Steps are not the only example of how the illusion I sought to create in this age holds true. Shortly after linking here, I walked through massive archways of stone, searching for a view beneath the clouds.
Okay.
As I walked, I felt as if the ghosts of a past civilization walked with me. This feeling was only enhanced by the beautiful harmonic sounds heard everywhere I went.
I mean, Spire was
to
pretty.
The source of these sounds, simply for my own edification.
Simply for the gemstones.
But other concerns must take precedence.
Spire, okay.
Having found the flora caverns and assured myself of Spire's ability to support human life, I'm at last ready to leave. I even feel more comfortable with my decision to use this age as a prison world if I must. Yet I am sad to leave it too. There is still so much I could learn about the art simply by spending more time here, comparing the age with my original intentions for it. Unfortunately, once I link away, dropping my Myst book into the clouds as I leave, I know I will never be back. And I truly must go, for I still have another prison age to investigate.
Alright, so this must be the gem pattern for Spire, so let's take that picture. And yeah, the game lets you contact him again so that he repeats himself instead of having the necklace flash back to his original statement. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even try the necklace. I didn't even think about that. I should have tried that. That might have been faster than entering it in. Alright, let's check out the book for Haven now. And let's see.
Never be discouraged by a mistake, Atrus. My grandmother, Anna, always used to say. Strive to learn from it instead, and you will achieve great things. Today on Haven, I saw my grandmother's words become truth. The broken ship merged into the causeway near Haven's coastline is exactly what I'd hoped it would be. A promise of intrigue and adventure, so palatable it made my own heart race with excitement to see it. I thought of how much fun the boys I'd met in Stoneship Age, Emmett, Branch, and Will.
Wow, a throwback to the first
and almost wish I
game,
could bring
man.
their children here to do so. But Haven must remain off limits to all if it's to become the prison world I wrote it to be. My sole foray into the age has proved it to be capable of supporting human life, though of course none exists there at this time. Much of Haven's interior is comprised of a dense tropical rainforest, which is obviously teeming with beasts. I saw several as I explored, though they usually kept their distance. A few of the fruit eaters did stare at me curiously as I made my way under their nests. No doubt, having never encountered a human being before, they did not think to fear me. They might even have summoned the courage to become friends, had I stayed there any longer. Alas, I could not, for the weight of urgency was upon me, having convinced myself of the need to protect my Myst library should some overly greedy explorer stumble onto it. I felt it necessary to link home very quickly, taking only a few brief minutes to watch the sun set over Haven's freshwater lake. I swam out to the middle and linked away. By now, the linking book I used will have sunk underwater and have been destroyed. Consequently, there remains but one task to finish before I can sleep. I must write 2 additional linking books tonight, one for Haven and one for Spire, my other prison age, then place them on display in the library. I shall also have to warn Sirrus and Achenar to stay away from them, and tell Catherine, of course, when all is finished.
Alright, so let's take the picture for this one. That's got to be the crystal pattern for Spire. So, yes, I found it indeed. It introduces the heretofore unknown idea that bad weather prevents linking. Yeah, I think, haven't we seen that before? And yeah, that button was a big pain in the butt. So I wonder now if I have to make a choice. Like, is it going to be like in the first game where you have to pick either one of the brothers or, you know, or Atrus? I don't know. Makes me wonder. I mean, if I had to pick a brother, I would pick Achenar at this point based on what I've observed. Which was funny because I thought he was absolutely insane at first. I mean, because he was at the end of the first game. He just completely lost his marbles. But I almost wonder if he's had like a bit of a redemption arc. At least that's what we've observed. Maybe being on his own and having to survive like that kind of fixed whatever was broken in him. Potentially. Of course, it could be that we have to view both of the prison worlds through the viewer and get whatever message there is. I still want to know what it was that we saw when we came back from Spire, and it looked like we saw Sirrus throwing books off the balcony. So, I don't know. We're going to have to see. Oh boy. And just in case it is a decision, I'm going to save it first. Because I mean, this game's been way better about stuff, I think. But in case it is an ending, I just want to make sure that we have it all set. Okay. So, just because if it is a bad ending, I don't know. Maybe it's not an ending at all. But just in case, we're going to do Spire first. So it's a little green crystal, and then the split dark blue. Let's see. All right, so it was this one, but in green. Okay. And then it was a dark blue split. Was it that one? It may have been this one. Okay. Is it? I'm not sure. Anyways, it's that one red one that I think's at the end, and then yellow. We know which one that one will be. This one is the yellow one. That one's 4th. And I already forgot what the red one was. Was it red? Yeah, it was red. Okay. Red and then light blue. Okay. So red, but it is this one? I think. And then light blue. Is it that one? Let's see. Okay, I'm wondering if that second one is wrong. Because I don't think that's the right crystal. Yeah, I don't think that's the right crystal. Let's see if we can find the correct second crystal. Because they're not pointy, right? And this one, it's this one. Okay. This should be right. There we go. Okay, so this is spire. Can we, like, rotate it? There's absolutely nothing here. He left it on that picture? I wonder if we have to go... I wonder if we have to go to Spire and look at that while this is active? No, because it deactivates when you do it. So, I don't know. Is there something to change the view? He said something about changing the view, right? But he may not have added that yet. Because I can't seem to drag it anywhere. No adjustment handles, it doesn't seem. I mean, it sort of looks like I can grab this, but I can't. Okay. Is there another picture? Okay. Well, let's try the Haven one then and see what we have on Haven. And if that one just shows an image too, I'm going to be very confused. Alright, so we got dark blue pointy. And then red stumpy. Dark blue pointy. Where is the pointy one? Is it this one? Maybe. And then the red stumpy one. Was it... It wasn't that stumpy, was it? I don't think so. Maybe? It might be. I'm not sure. We'll try it. If it looks weird, we can change it. I feel like it's too wide, but I don't know, maybe. Okay, then we have purple diamond and then the green wide one. Okay, so purple diamond one, this one. No, it's literal diamond shape. This one's the green one, which is 4th. Purple should be... Can I spin this? My guy. Thank you. Should be one that's actually shaped like a diamond. Which I feel is this one. So that means the red... Maybe that means the red one's wrong. But what's the last one? Let's see. It could just be different angles. Maybe. Okay, so yellow is like... Okay, I know which one yellow is. Yellow will be... that one. But for yellow... Alright. I'm suspecting the second one and possibly the first one are wrong. Okay, so red one was a stumpy one, but maybe I'm mistaken on what constitutes stumpy. Maybe this is stumpy and the other one No, that is definitely pointy. Maybe this one is stumpy. And it just maybe looks weird from this angle. Okay, okay. So then it's just on the ship. Okay. What do we do with this information? I'm unsure. Well. Huh. I feel like I learned information, but did I? I'm so confused. The only other thing he said was make sure Yisha does her homework. So maybe we have to find Yisha now. I don't know. The last vision we saw, she was going in the fireplace, though. So I don't know. But if she went in the fireplace and Sirrus busted out of prison, maybe we need to look at some of these other levels and see if she's around somewhere, possibly. Because I'm really... It's like, we got the visions, but... Now what? What does that do for us exactly? Like, does that give us any information that we didn't have? I'm not sure. I wonder if she may have gone to her room or something. But there's other areas too. He was in the kitchen. Maybe we need to go to the kitchen area. Maybe. All right. Let's follow this around. Can I grab this? Oh, that's like a drinking cup. That's just flowers. Okay. Okay. I guess we go through here and see. We need to find our babysitting charge. So far, we are terrible babysitters. Alright, let's go around this way. And see. Which way? I got turned around. I think this is the way I came in. So we go around this way. Oop. Through the open doorway. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Okay, so we clearly can't go this way. Okay. So I guess let's try shifting the platforms. Maybe that's what we have to do, is try and find Atrus? Or not Atrus, Sirrus? Perhaps? I don't know. It's worth a shot, if nothing else. That takes us back across, right? But maybe we played a version of Myst 1 that includes a rhyme expansion. If not, just keep in mind that this game relies heavily on you having done so. I have not. So it could be I'm missing information then. Maybe there's nowhere to go on here. And I guess let's go. Let's see. Down will take us to his bedroom, but that might be what we need, because I think we can get to the kitchen then, right? So all right, so we'll head through the water. Up we go. Okay, open the door. And then I think we're gonna shift the platforms and see if I can Let's see. This one, right? Alright. So let's change it back this way. And see what's over there. I'm very, very curious. Have we been back here since we saw him throwing stuff? Was that always there? I don't know. I know this one was always here. There's a new memory. Oh, no, wait.
A bit more of a
No, this was the old memory.
No, I'm only 10, Daddy. I don't think I can make a whole world.
You're not making a world, my desert bird. You're making a link to a world. Come on, I'll show you an easier one.
Okay, so I think we must have already seen that or something. Yeah, I don't know if that book has been there. Was it here or was it over at Yisha's room? Either way, we need to check Yisha's room because if she has to do her homework, we should probably go see her. Alright, but let's just make sure there's nothing out of place here. Just in case, because... Was that always messed up? I don't remember. Let's listen again.
If he's thinking ahead, he'll see the trap I've set and leave my queen alone. But if he's not, I may just win this game in 2 moves.
The elevator looked like a screaming face. Okay. Well, I don't see Sirrus here. So maybe what we saw was Yisha's bedroom. Was he throwing stuff from her bedroom into the water? I don't know. Either way, we should go check out her bedroom because maybe she tried to... I keep seeing movement and I'm like, oh, is it Sirrus? But let's see what we have over there. Oops. This way. Alright. So... let's see what we got down here. It was messy, but I don't think it was this bad, was it? I feel like stuff's been thrown around. Or, like, I don't think the lampshade was on the ground. I wonder if he was in here. Okay. Is there anything? Was he... Before I do that, I'm just gonna flip through it and see if there was anything new, because we read almost all of this, right? Yeah, I don't think there was anything new in her diary. Was that always there? I don't remember.
Please, can I wear it today, Mommy? No. Don't you want to keep it nice for the ceremony on Serenia next week?
Serenia?
You told me you're getting a special necklace to go with it.
We happen to have that necklace. Okay. Is that a porthole? Can we, like, look through it? Wait. Wait. Oh. Was this... Wait, what? I am a child of water, head, heart, fate, health, offspring. What? I don't know what this is, but we'll take a picture of it. Somebody's reading palms. What's over here? Like, I think these are broken.
I knew you'd have one.
That's not Sirrus. That's Achenar. What was here before? Was it a gym? Is there anything else here? Okay. So there was a scene that we saw on, was it Haven? Where Sirrus and Achenar were fighting. I'm concerned for the lack of sanitary facilities in these. There's no toilets, right? So he took something. Oh, we can move this. Can we do anything with it? No? We can just roll it back and forth. Is there anything over here that we need to look at? Like, was this feather always here? I guess it was. Can't open the box. The crystal was always here. We can watch the memory again.
Look, Mom. Look what Sirrus made me. It's a water spirit, just like I described to him. Isn't it beautiful?
Okay, so, there was something through her bookshelf that we had to solve. What was it? You know, I actually solved this puzzle already. I don't want to solve it again. Like, it took us a while to solve it. So we had to use that translation, and we've actually already been through here. So I'm actually going to look up the answer just for this puzzle because I've already solved it and it was a pain in the butt. So we had to put the family members with their names in this language, whatever language this was, from oldest to youngest. So it was Atrus, and then Catherine, and then we figured out, I believe it was Achenar, then Sirrus, and then Yisha. And we had it all, and there was a little cavern at the bottom of it. So let me look that answer up real fast so I don't have to redo this whole thing, because that's kind of annoying. So let me see what the order is, because, yeah, I mean, we've already done it, and this is a case of we have, this is a case of we solved a puzzle, but it doesn't save your answer. So you have to enter it in every time, and I don't have those notes. Like, they were pictures, and I was like, oh, well, I won't need these. So, so I already know what we're gonna do. There's gonna be something in there, I bet. Let me just find out what the order is, because we already know, we've already done this before. Let's see. Okay, so let me see if this is it. All right. I don't know if this is the right order, but let's see. I feel like this is probably not the right order, but we'll figure it out. Okay, those are the books, though. Let's see. I think this one might have been Catherine's. I'm not sure. I don't want to redo this puzzle again. This is just busy work. We've already figured this out. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, because there's just no need to resolve this puzzle. So let's see. So first is Atrus. Then we have Catherine. So I think that's Catherine because I recognized that letter before. Of course, we know Achenar is the oldest child. So he is this one. And then Sirrus. This one. And then Yisha was, I think, this one. I think. Okay. Yeah. Alright. So yeah, let me go ahead and close that because I don't need that open. I was strictly for this puzzle alone because you guys were there. You know how annoying it was. Looks up, gets spoiled. Alright. I know, like I should have written that script down. Actually, if I had thought about it, I could have written just like the answer I read, third book from the left, second book from the right, etc., etc. But I didn't think that way. I saw the scripts and I was like, I'm not gonna write that down. I won't write it legibly anyways. Alright, so anyways, if you don't believe me, you can look back to the first episode. First episode, I think. It may have been second, where we solved this. So anyways, there we go. Now we're going down. Because we've already seen this, and we came here and had no idea what to do. But maybe now we'll know what to do? Let's see. Maybe now there'll be something. Yisha doesn't seem to be hiding here. Wait, was that always here? No, I don't think this was here before. Okay. Looks like mushroom rocks are going to a fungal world. Why do I still hear like geese honking? That's what it sounds like. Is this... What world is this going to be? Like, what did they mention? They mentioned a place called Rhyme, and they mentioned a place called Serenia. And then we already heard about Haven and Spire, and of course Tamana. So, what place is this going to be? Okay. What's this? She's been kidnapped. Okay, we gotta save Yisha. Alright, Achenar, really, after I, like, gave you the benefit of the doubt, this is how you pay me back? I have bubbles. I have a bubble. Can I catch other bubbles with my bubble? Hello? What can I do with my bubble? Am I just holding a bubble? I have a bubble. Oh, I can pick up another bubble. I don't know what you can do with the bubbles. You can just hold your hand here. Catch a bubble. I don't know what this is. Huh. Do I need to blow it into the wind? That's kind of cool, though. Focus, Yisha. We gotta stay focused. Okay. Why does it sound like they're swimming underwater? Oh. Okay, that makes more sense, actually. There's a water wheel. Let me go check it out. And of course, as always, we must randomly move dials and for no reason at all. So we can move them both, or we can move one or the other. Okay. I assume if you move one or the other, something gets powered, or maybe the water clears up from an area. Alright, so let's do this side first. Oh. Let's do this side first. Because it looks like maybe we can find stuff over here. Perhaps. So we want to follow along like this way, maybe? It is Achenar! My guy. You should not have escaped. I am angry at you. Okay. So let's go over here. Can we catch these? Why do we keep doing this? Like we want to catch something. Is there more? Oh, wait. Oh, oh. Okay. Huh. Okay. What are we supposed to do with liquid fire? Serenia is also the country in King's Quest V. Presumably Cedric is around here somewhere. Hey! Stop. Stop spitting out the liquid fire when I'm holding my hand out. I was not looking to see where it pours. Oh, they're like tilting over because of the heat, I assume? I assume this one will pour out next. I have no idea if this does anything. It just goes through my hand. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. Bubble carryings. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like, alright. Where's Yisha? I wonder if... So far, there seems to be like 2 elements represented. Ooh, that's a pretty tree. We have more stuff we can grab. Okay. Interesting. And more bubbles. I think this might be the bubbles we started with. I think. Okay. So where do we go? There's weird symbols on the rock. Let's go around here. Catherine? Or someone... No, that's someone else, right? Who are you?
I was starting to worry about you. In the dream, you always arrived before third bell had rung.
Okay.
Welcome to Serenia. I am
Okay.
Anya, one of 6 now serving as protector here. You may find this hard to believe, but my sisters and I dreamed you would be coming. You're searching for Yisha.
Yes. Yes, in fact, I am.
I fear she may be in trouble.
I agree.
I have not seen her since we gave her the necklace 2 weeks ago.
Oh, I bet that was in her diary.
I will gather my sisters to help find her. In the meantime, you should consult the memory chamber. She always knows more about what's going on in this land than we do.
Okay.
Follow the ceremonial alley to her doors and see what insight she has to provide.
Okay. So we'll go to the memory chamber then. And she's gonna like vanish. We're gonna turn and it's gonna be like... Oh. Okay, well that works. I thought she was gonna have just like disappeared. I'm guessing in here. Although she said follow the path, but maybe I'm not knowing what a path is and I'm just turning aside. But this does seem more like a chamber. Can I sit down? There's a face there. Do I go over here? Is that a drawing? Interesting. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the memory chamber, but I can't seem to do anything here. Can't go up. Am I missing something on one of these areas that I need to look at? It may be I need to do something before we come here, possibly. Maybe. First thing you gotta do when you find her is remind her to do her homework. I know you've just been kidnapped and all, and, you know, I'm sure you're traumatized from that, but don't forget, you need to do your homework. Your dad says so. We gotta have our priorities straight. What's over here? There's... Oh. Okay.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
A mosaic?
Hey, is that supposed to be the little boy who died?
He's a lot more than that. He represents this whole area and how everything is interconnected.
By water?
It is the source of all life.
Okay. Is there anything we can do out here? I don't think so. Alright, so there should be one more pathway that we didn't take down here. Although I still feel like that is a chamber. But this is the straight path, so... maybe this is where I'm actually supposed to go. Although I keep turning off to the side. That looks like Sirrus. That is Sirrus. Are they working together? My guy, seriously, what is your problem? Like, dude. You have some serious anger issues. Okay, so... I think the moral of the story is neither brother is redeemed, and they're both still pieces of crap. And they conspired together. They found a common cause to work together, and that was to destroy Yisha because they're jealous of her.
Oh, this is the most unique funeral I've ever attended.
This is important. I want to see if the ceremony is somehow influencing the transfer.
The transfer? The transfer. Huh? What even are we talking about here? Alright, let's go in. Okay, so we could go to the water wheel. This could be a chamber. Maybe this is the memory chamber. Maybe? What's over here? Let's just keep going. Okay. We have a flower here. Or are we supposed to grab the flower? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. Maybe there'll be other things that we can do later. I don't know. Why does this feel like a giant brain? I don't know. It's so weird. Can we go behind it? What's behind it? Oh, wait, this is... Okay, this was on the piece of paper, right? Okay. Huh. So we're gonna have to figure it out from little snippets. Although, I don't know. I am being a little judgmental. I don't know the full story. Was it Sirrus who took the gem then? I thought that was Achenar's voice. We can go up. I'm confused. I thought it was Achenar's voice, but maybe it's not. Or maybe it was, but that was for something else? What is this? Is this for memories? Maybe? Oh, there's stuff over here. Is that the only thing? I think that might be the only thing. Okay. Oh. Okay, that was to get off. What is this for? Was there something else we could do while on here? Or like laying back? I feel like there's gonna be something. Why would you have this mechanic otherwise? Can I grab these hooks? Or the rope? Or turn this? Maybe I have to separate that one of these cords so I can grab it while I'm laying down. I can't click on like the gem. Okay, so there's something here. And this is just to get up. I understand now. So what is it about this? Is there something here that I need to examine before I lay down? Maybe there's some kind of something I have to do to activate things. Obviously, that's going to be true, right? That's that. Okay, so not sure what to do there. Something... Sirrus is 100% evil. I feel like there's no doubt in my mind about that. I'm confused. Maybe I was hearing Sirrus's voice, not Achenar's. I mean, it was definitely Sirrus we saw throwing the stuff out of her room. Okay. Maybe that's the only memories for right now. And Sirrus just now, when he saw us... Now, Achenar is also here. So I guess the question is, are they working together? Or was Achenar actually helped? Let's look at the memory.
Use their harvester? Are you crazy? What if somebody notices?
You think you can hold your breath long enough? Go right ahead.
I think they're working together.
Without at least a few empty memory globes, which only grow down there.
Fine. But you're stealing the filled ones if we need them.
Yeah, I think they're working together. I mean, it's crazy. They go about talking about how much they hate this. You know, how much they hate each other. And then, of course, they have to immediately work together to conduct this evil upon Yisha. What is this? There's like some signs over here. Okay. What if... I wonder if we need to... Oh, there's a lever here. Oh, that's just the same thing. Can I lift this lever, though? No. Can I pull this bar? Alright, I'm not sure. Like, these are clearly functioning. I wonder if we have to make them not by changing the bridge. Maybe. Maybe we need to change it to the other side. Potentially. Okay, so...
What happened?
This
is terrible.
Hello?
How are we supposed to maintain contact with the ancestors if we can't harvest any globes? Forgive me. I've seen your face so often in dream, I forget you're still a stranger here. You've been inside the memory chamber. You've seen the colorful
Okay,
lights
that
shining
we
on
were
walls.
there.
These are the memories of my people, taken from their bodies after their spirits moved on. In Serenia, the memory chamber stores our memories, so that future generations can still visit us in dream.
Okay.
Empty globes for storing our memories are formed underwater, and we gather them using the harvester. So if I'm unable to fix it, I must see how bad the damage is.
Well, it was definitely Sirrus who broke it, so...
I was supposed to tell you, a few of my sisters have gathered in the Hall of Spirits to dream. If you go there after they've awakened,
Okay.
you might be able to learn more about what happened to Yisha.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. I wonder if that was the first room we were in. Okay. That's just gonna show Sirrus breaking it, I assume. Alright, what's down this way? I think we saw it, right? Or did we? I think, didn't we see this? Maybe? Maybe not? What's over here? Okay, this one's new. New memory.
You mean you have to signal somebody every time you want to go home? Why don't you just sleep here?
Because we have families too, you know. And the ones who are still alive sleep in the village.
Alright. Well. I mean, this is definitely a peaceful place. So, of course, Sirrus and Achenar have to, like, completely destroy it. Because I'm starting to be convinced that they can't touch any age without absolutely destroying it. Hello?
Wait, please. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Okay. It doesn't look good.
No, it
But
doesn't.
it's not what you think.
Then what is it?
For a little while. Borrowing it, so to speak. It's the plan. Sirrus's plan. He's got Yisha. I just want to stop him. And here. And don't let Father come here, or you'll screw up everything. My journal. One from 20 years ago. Sirrus doesn't even know that I kept one. Hid it in a stone pillar in the forest near where two rivers are crossing. It'll explain everything. Sirrus is mad. He's gonna kill Father.
Yeah, I could see that. What do I make of that? Do I trust him? Is he trying to lie to me? Oh, man. But you know what, guys? We're gonna cliffhanger it. Let me give it a save. That's crazy. I don't know what to think now. Okay. If we trace everything we've heard, he could be telling the truth. I mean, Haven seems to show that he had a new leaf, as it were. He was redeemed. He wanted to do right. Maybe that's what he's trying to do in his own clumsy way. Maybe? Or maybe we saw Sirrus and Achenar fighting. I was on Achenar's side, and he hasn't seemed like super into Sirrus's plan. Anytime they've had an interaction, it's like, are you sure this is a good idea? Do we have to do this? Fine, I guess. You know, like, he doesn't seem like he's super cooperative. So maybe he's telling the truth. The designers knew they needed to outdo themselves after casting Brad Dourif last time, so they brought in that lady. I mean, hey, so far, this is really cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next time. That's going to be super cool. But I'm going to go ahead and say that's where we call it. So, man, I'm just like blown away. I am just like, wow. Like, I don't even know what to think of that. It's definitely very cool. So, I would normally say we'll be back here on Tuesday, but there is no stream on Tuesday because next week is another messed up week. We will be back here on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central. We're going to be playing Return of the Obra Dinn, so I'm excited for that because I have been missing that game for sure. And right now, I'm going to see if we can find us some raids. First, I'm going to find one for Rumble. Let's see if I can find somebody we can raid. Let's see. A quick glance to see if anybody is playing anything interesting. Everyone always plays games that I've never heard of, or they're like racing games or shooting it. Ooh, someone's playing Phasmophobia. Oh, I think, okay, this will be fine. I think, let's see. Don't forget what he said. Right, about the where two trees meet, there's his journal from 20 years ago. The question I have is that going to be on Haven or is that going to be here? So I'm assuming it's going to be on Haven, but I have to look around here first. So we'll see. I'm really not sure. Let's see. We could possibly do this guy. Because yeah, that was one of the things that was on my mind is we've got to figure out for sure who is doing that or where he's hidden that book, right? Because that's probably going to give us some more information. If it was from 20 years ago, then surely we're going to have some more information about whether or not he's telling the truth. That's what I'm thinking. We'll have to see if we can figure it out. Where two trees meet. That's basically what he said. Where two trees meet, right? So, man, all right. I think there was just like a whole bunch of Fortnite and Call of Duty on Rumble right now. Except for, I think we're gonna just I think Rumble, we're gonna raid. Raid some Phasmophobia. Let me get that going. Congratulations on the progress. Thank you. Sorry it's so lagged behind, guys. Hopefully it will be better next time. I don't know what happened. I haven't had any issues on my end. It's like it just decided to not connect for 5 minutes. I don't know. Alright, so we're gonna raid on Rumble. Now let me find somebody on Twitch that we can raid. Let us see. Let's see. Looking to see who all is on that we can raid. Oh, I know. We'll raid Drizzle. He's one of our let's see. I think, hang on. Oh, wait. No, hang on. Actually, oh, okay. Man, why? The Twitch stuff is so weird. You're gonna go raid your bed now. Night, Achenar. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with me. Man, I feel like the Twitch raid stuff is weird. Like it's not doing right. I don't know. So confused. Oh, okay. I was like, who is this person? Alright, so let's see. I'm gonna look and see if there's anyone we're following. Man, there's like nobody playing any good games right now. Alright, let's just raid. Well, I'm having such a hard time finding somebody we haven't raided in a while that's also playing a decent game. Alright, let's raid Chloe. She's playing Repo. That's always a fun game. So again, as a reminder, we will be back here on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central Time for some Return of the Overden. And then after Thursday, it should be back to a normal schedule, you know, barring any power outages or internet outages or anything like that. But again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate everyone, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. Bye!